Yes?
Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Well, not so good.
No? What's the
No,
matter?
I didn't sleep good at all last night.
How come? What's going on?
Well, my hip is just aching.
Your hip is bothering you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And which side is it?
It's on this side, on my left
On
side.
your left side.
Yes,
Oh,
very
okay.
aching.
All right. How about I let the nurse know you need something for pain? Is that okay?
I think that might help. It's just I'm so uncomfortable.
And then I can lay you down as soon as she gives you something, okay?
Yeah, I think that'll help. I've been sitting a long time.
Okay. I'll be right back, all right?
Yes, thank you. Oh, that'll help. This is just bothering me. Well, doesn't that make a difference? Now we know what Mrs. Smith needed, and who cares about Andrew? He can deal with that with his family or on break. A third barrier to communication can be outside noises and distractions. And you can be misinterpreted, and then you can misinterpret the person as being confused. We're going to take a look at Andrew and Mrs. Smith again with the radio being on a little loud. And let's see how that communication gets all mixed up.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes?
How's that pain that you were having?
Oh, I heard nothing about anything about a train today, and I've had the radio on all day.
No, I'm not talking about a train. I'm talking about the pain.
My brain, yes.
No.
I have a little headache.
No.
You know, I think, and I listen to so much that I think that does bother.
Your left side?
That brain is always active, and it
Mrs.
gives me a
Smith,
headache.
Pain in your left side.
Yes, I think all the time, and I strain my brain, I think, you know, and it's giving me a little bit of a headache.
Mrs. Smith, I'm not talking about your brain. I'm talking about pain.
Yeah. No,
Do you understand?
Well, communication definitely took place, and Mrs. Smith shared a lot of what she knew, but Andrew didn't get the information he needed. Now let's take a look at what a difference it can make by turning the radio down and eliminating some of those outside distractions. Let's look again. Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I turn this down for a second?
Oh, okay.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good today.
I just want to ask you a few questions about the pain you were having last night.
Oh, okay.
Okay, is it better?
Oh, yes. I don't even know I have it anymore. I feel really good.
Okay. And did the medicine upset your stomach at all?
No, I took that and took plenty of water with that and had a good breakfast this morning, and my pain feels good.
And you slept better?
Yes.
Good.
Went right back to sleep.
Okay.
It was good.
Well, good. I'm glad it helped, okay? Well, I'll turn this back up for you.
Oh, okay.
Is that loud enough?
No, a little louder.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
At the same time,
Bye now.
some of these events the most successful yet. Call Pure Country now for reduced price tickets.
Okay, let's look at a few more barriers to communication. Another barrier is a passive response. You may want to know, perhaps it's a new person, you want to know how they're adjusting. And again, read their body language. Oh, all right. And that is really not what they're communicating. If they go, oh, all right, probably it's not all right. So pursue that a little bit. Tell me more, Mrs. Smith. What is it you like about this place? Oh, everything's all right. Well, tell me what specifically you like. Well, the food's good. So you need to work with new people and help them to open up. And be aware that passive response can often be a barrier. It's covering up something maybe they're a little uncomfortable talking about. So work with that a little bit. Another thing that can be a barrier is changing the subject. You need to find out if they're ready for their bath. And they want to eat their supper. So they'll change the subject. Are you ready for your bath? When is supper? I'm hungry. Well, I need to give you your bath now. You know, supper last night was cold and it was no good. So they keep changing the subject, and be aware you need to go into that supper with them. Tell me a little bit more about the supper so you can deal with their issue, and then maybe you can get into the bath. But remember that that's another technique that can interfere with our communications. Another thing to be aware of is sensory overload. When there's a number of people living together, this can happen frequently. Maybe the TV's on. Maybe two of your coworkers are having a conversation. Another person may be distraught and is crying, and that other person may be trying to read. And with all of this different commotion coming at them, may make them angry or may make them restless. So be aware of some other distractions that can cause barriers to communication. I'm going to touch on one last area, and this works with people with dementia or people that are confused. And I think it's an important thing to remember not to argue with them. If they claim mom's coming for supper, you don't say, my gosh, Mrs. Smith, you're 84 years old, don't you think your mom's dead? That's not going to help that person. That person is confused, they're mixed up, and they're concerned because their mom's coming for supper. So don't argue with them, but get into that emotion state. Say, oh, really, what do you need to get ready for your mom? Or tell me a little bit more about your mother. And if you can not argue with them, but go in on their same level, you'll find that you can gain tremendous cooperation. Well, I hope we've been able to demonstrate to you how important communication really is. And to remember that 55% is the body language, 38% your tone of voice, and only 7% the words. I hope we've gone into some special needs and some special barriers, so when you're feeling frustrated or you see your residents feeling frustrated, that you've seen some things and learned some skills that'll make you one of the best communicators you can be.